Okay, we are 10 days out from the meet, last heavy bench, and with the pec not feeling so good the last few weeks on pressing, that means pressure's on for today. And like, there's three ways today could go, probably a little bit of flexibility between each of these three ways, but way number one would be the preferable, and that is that I trust the pec, smash what I need to smash, and we are super confident going to the meet. Way number two is we take her a little bit lighter to ensure that we don't piss the pec off if it isn't feeling the greatest, and hopefully if we do have to go that route, it ends up being a half decent number. And way number three is probably the way that I want to avoid, which is ripping the pec off altogether. And hopefully that doesn't happen, but we're going to try to make smart choices in order to ensure that we end up not needing another surgery after today. But what I will say is decision-making that I made on the squat day, very happy with that choice looking back, because holy freaking guacamole, I woke up Sunday morning feeling like I was going to die, which tells me that had I taken the 785, I'd probably feel a little bit worse off today than I am. So we'll try to make good choices here. Knowing that today is the last heavy bench push, I was very tempted to act like an adult and start at a plate for my first warm-up, but I do know that with how things are feeling, I'd rather just take an empty bar and first run it wide grip to get some extra pec length touching, and then run it comp grip to make sure upper back sensation is nice and dialed, but widey flary first. Feeling pretty okay. Lat luck feels strong, pec feels solid. I mean, it's empty bars, so I can't get too excited yet, but semi-optimistic. And now that Miata's editing, I might include some of her bench sets if she's not too embarrassed by her current strength levels.
Okay.
You want to be in the vlog?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. We'll see how I feel about the bench today.
Well, if I include you in the story, you can't edit yourself out, so.
Okay.
You know what I should do is tighten up the rack uprates after this.
Yeah.
They're sloppy.
Yep.
Subtle. Boom. So fast. And perfect world for today's early warm-ups. If we're feeling good, want to go plate, 2 plate, 335, 3 plate, and then make a judgment call on where we want to go for work sets, but we got to get ourselves there first with not feeling terrible before we can make those kind of decisions. So let's make one assertive. Doesn't feel perfect, but like it feels no worse than just going like this, so we're on track.
It's the best I've seen you lock your elbows out.
Yeah, feeling solid.
Yeah.
Was tempted to put wrist wraps on for this one, but we aren't that much of a pansy. We can definitely press 2 reds without wraps, so aiming for a 5 that moves easy here. Felt better than 1, so we're on track.
I think that I'm doing 6s until I can't do 6s anymore.
Okay, my counting is going to get exposed.
Yep. Was that 5 or 6?
I don't fucking know. You look like you were going for another one.
I thought I saw you counting on your fingers.
No.
Okay.
That was going, wait, was that 4 or 3?
Oh no.
7? 9?
I think it was 6.
And I should be clear, like the reason I'm okay benching with the right pec feeling not perfect is, well, this is not the first time it's felt not perfect benching, because I tore off all the sternal fibers from the attachment at the shoulder in 2015. Never got it fixed because the MRI took like 9 months. By the time the MRI came, I was already benching okay, so I didn't get the surgery done. And ever since then, like, it's had its time periods where it's felt sketchy, like sketchier than this, and it hasn't torn off yet. So like that's why I'm like okay with it feeling like this. And the goal is, with it feeling fairly good on 2 and 2 feeling better than 1, is to make 335 feel better than 2 plates. So that is the objective. Definitely the best it has felt in a very long time. So cautiously optimistic coming up. I really should have had the camera rolling because Tyler smacked my funny bone with the plate and then I wanted him to kiss my elbow. That probably would have been entertaining vlog content, but hopefully the description is good enough. Pardon? Okay, you better count this time. Big pull.
Yep.
Settle in. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tighter. Hard spread.
Yep.
Nice work.
That was gross.
You're gross.
Oh, thank you.
Smelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stinky girl shampoo. The worst part I would mention with Miana is that our rack heights are so far apart, but too close together to be able to like make it. I don't know what I'm saying. What I meant to say, but the procedure is too complex, is that due to the gap in our hole spacing, we need to like do 2 adjustments to make it between holes. But due to the smallness of the gap between our hole spacing, it's awkward to get the middle hole in the right spot. So benching with Miana sucks is the point I'm trying to make. Single. I'd rather do a single after how the rest of this week is gone.
How was Saturday?
Kind of pussied out, but I think I made the smart choice. Yes, yes.
Be okay to compete, then be like, fuck it, I'll just do the Seth thing and push through. The
Yeah.
next thing you know, you're blown out and you're mad at the fucking world.
Yeah, because I absolutely smashed 745,
Oh, I saw
And then-
that. You're like, wham.
and then I was like, I'm very tired.
Yeah.
So knowing that I overshot the
You're not going
deadlift,
to get stronger. Your CNS is already fucking primed for 2 weeks from now.
yeah,
Like, there's no fucking point in trying to kill yourself to be like, I could do more.
exactly. Don't need to show it. So,
The numbers are for the platform, not here.
yep. And got to remember that for the rest of today. And goal here is a single that we press well enough that I can take at least 1 more jump that isn't small. But before we do that, if you're feeling stuck in training and no matter how much effort you're putting into the gym, you're not able to bust through that plateau, or if something is jacked up and you can't figure out how to get past it, hit the link below and join the team right now, because I want to be able to help you figure out what is going on with your training, with your technique, and with your exercise selection so we can get you making better progress than ever. Inside the team, you're going to be able to get daily individualized coaching directly from me on every single thing that we're doing to make sure that you are as dialed in as possible and making the progress that you deserve. We might be back. That's feeling pretty light. Do you have one more or are you out? What a pussy. And this might be aggressive, but with feeling as good as we are today, thinking 425 should be a safe option. And perfect world, with what I think I should be capable of pressing before we got overzealous and jacked things up in the middle of the training cycle, I would like to take 1 more than this, but I also recognize that if this feels at all questionable, it will be good enough for today. because prepping for this meet last year, we hit a pretty hard 419, then went off a 2 board and missed 451. So if I can smack this better than I smacked that last year, like we know we're in a better spot, but obviously I would like to be in a much better spot, so we'll wake up for this one. And I just checked my phone because I know Jordan Wong's taking his last heavy bench like right now too, so autofocus, grab it, there we go. See how this moves. Oh, a little greasy. But that is 419 for him, which is a post-pec surgery PR, which I'm really stoked on. Moved so much better than last time we hit it. So Jordan is looking ready, so I guess that means it is time for me to do my part. And for this one, we are going to cheat a little bit, but I'm too lazy to walk up front and get the key for the back room to get the speaker out, so we're going headphones for our fun music, if I can get it in my ear hole. And we'll toss on the belt and mouth guard. And now, all we got to do is crank into that upper back tension and trust ourselves. Felt good. Gonna watch it back before I decide. Felt good though. Okay, watch the tape back. I do think I can be a little bit more assertive spreading with triceps into the bottom, but I think we're gonna go for a little FAFO, take the green off, slap a blue on, and hope we don't die. And I do recognize that this is a risk with how it has been feeling the last couple of weeks. But I know with how it has felt so far today, I believe that we are good for it. And if I am good for it, I'm going to trust it so much more on meet day, and it's going to lead to a way better bench. And like worst case, if it fucks off here, it would fuck off anyways on the platform, and I'd way rather have it fuck off in Canada than have it fuck off in the States. So headphones in, belt and mouth guard on, and let's send it.
Let's go.
Oh, Seth.
Who's up?
Let's go. Hey, Seth. Good. Bring it. Right. Yeah.
That was the best pec feel yet, so
That was
Good.
the best I've seen you bench in like.
yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That was good.
But yeah, that felt no worse on the pec than one plate did warming up, so I'd say that that was freaking perfect for today, because it felt like obviously I had to go really slow in the center to make sure I was precise in my tension, but felt light in the hands, felt light in the press, and 465 feeling light. Like we got a shot at hitting a all-time meet PR off of that, so I'm excited. And now I guess we gotta crank JMs to make sure the tries are strong on the platform. Gonna probably touch a tape press on Thursday to make sure we got that hard spread through kicking. And
So I got
if we do
myself.
that, I think yeah, we're gonna be able to have some fun in a week and a half. So I'm glad that pecs are intact, and I'm glad that led to me having more trust in it than less, because it would have really sucked to have less trust in it. But JM's next. Laughing because every time I post, I had to stop posting his Instagram, because every time I have, there's always some idiot that's like, Jared Feather goes way deeper than you and he has way bigger arms.
Jared Feather?
Yeah. And it's like,
Like the RP strength guy?
yeah, and it's like, I've stood beside him. That is first a false premise. And I don't think he can bench 315, so shut up, nerds. But yeah, not going super deep on JMs because my goal is to make the elbow angle that I need on bench press strong, so we're going for that elbow angle. And regretting not raising the J hooks up, but we could do that for the next set. So freaking glad that 2 reds is a first warm-up on JMs again because that was bad for a little while. I'm gonna go 315, which is hopefully another workup set. And we're remembering to lift the J's for this one because I don't want to unrack 315 that narrow from a low hook. And we're going to kind of treat this similarly to how we treated hack squats on the weekend, where if it feels like we can go up and have a chance to touch something heavier, I'm not going to do a ton of reps so we can go up and have a chance at touching something heavier. Feels heavy, but generally less terrible. Oh. I think we're going to have another FAFO and toss a blue on. And for this guy, if we get more than, well, I was going to say 1. I definitely want to get more than 1, but if we get more than 3, I'll be very okay with myself.
Is this AMRAP?
As many reps as I'm not afraid of. We'll call it that. Oh no, Miata's back here again. I'm going to embarrass myself now that you're here.
Why?
I don't know, you're going to make fun of it.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
For some reason, you're going to find a way.
Let's see.
Oh. Gonna not do what I did the last time and get too excited with Travis being back here and slide too far up the bench and clip the hooks every fucking rep.
Not today. Oh. Last one before the show. Let's go. Enough of this, just up and down, man. Come on, Seth. 1, easy. 2, 3, 4. Enough of that. Come on. 5.
And that is the most I've JM pressed since before I tore the pec off, so makes sense that we're on track to load a all-time, regardless of pec tear PR, so I'm okay with that. Also 0 elbow pain, which makes me even more okay with it. And you know what, thinking about it, I would rather do the Tate press today as triceps number 2, just because with it being a bigger movement, even if we're not going to push it super heavy, I'd rather have it a little bit further from the meat than earlier in relation to the meat. And I'm getting lost in my words right now because I'm approaching the dumbbell section and seeing that it is absolutely full, so might have to save that for a little bit. Never mind, successfully snagged 1. Thinking 65 should be decent starting point here. And the reason I really like these is you'll be able to see it, but I'm cocking the dumbbells in, letting them fold down to my chest, and then reversing is just a matter of like throwing them out and spreading with the triceps. And it feels pretty much exactly like the sensation that I'm missing a little bit on bench day, which doesn't surprise me since we haven't really run these in a while. I was trying to baby that tricep a little bit since we had that tendinopathy flare up, but now that it's good, might as well bring them back and we'll go up for more of a real set. And I was thinking of grabbing the 80s next, but the 80s are directly behind the camera and the 85s are not, so 85 will be close enough. But the other thing I want you guys to notice with this is that when I'm grabbing the dumbbells, I'm not grabbing in the center. I'm getting my hand butted right up against the dumbbell head, just so I can get a little bit more range of motion since I will be limited due to the thickness of the dumbbell. So I'll shut up and do the set. we'll grab hundos. And the hand placement thing becomes more critical as the dumbbells get bigger because, well, bigger dumbbell means less range. If I'm doing it like down here, we're cheating it harder than we should be. So once again, I'll shut up and do the set. The hand placement does make the kick up a little bit more awkward, but it's worth it. And that was good enough for what we needed today. Also, as we're walking over to the assisted dip station, I should say that Powerlifting Club shirt's going to be live probably end of the week, so be on the lookout for those guys. And for today's trying to increase trust in pec length slot, going to be jamming on dips again. Could also call this training pec minor slot as well, because we're kind of killing two birds with both stones. Travis is, I think, just out of frame, so hopefully he doesn't notice how pathetic this is. Oh. But yeah, every time I do these, I kick myself more and more because I stopped doing dips in favor of some other exercises midway through the meet prep. And this is touching exactly where the pec doesn't feel perfect. Plus they feel terrible, so next time we're not taking dips out. And with all the tricep work we did beforehand, that got harder than I was anticipating, but pec felt at least okay, so we'll do another. Okay, round two, and with the goal here, not super worried about how many reps we're getting. Like, the main goal is just to make sure that we are squeezing into that bottom well, squeezing our whole way to the top, and making shit feel good. And like, this set feels way better, which kind of has me thinking we could just go body weight, but I also know that I don't need to right now. Because I am stoked with how that felt, even if the triceps did gas out a little bit early again. And for the rest of the session, how busy it is, it's pretty much just going to be figuring out whatever the hell is open that kind of fits. And I found a pull down, so we will run some pull downing. Been a long while since I run a handle like this, so we'll start moderately light. Actually feels pretty okay. And with this angle grip width, since the left pec tear, I've always got to be a little bit cautious that I'm not just tugging too hard, because with the cost-effect fibers having a decent amount of leverage here, it's almost easy to overtax them. So trying to be really slow, really precise, pull the chest nice and high. And it's feeling good, so we'll go up. Not quite full stack because I don't think I'm mad enough for that right now. Thought I was in the thigh pad decently, but slipped out. Let's see if we can finagle her. Okay, we're kind of secure. Round two. Adequate effort. But yeah, one of the most common things I yell at guys for when they join the team, and I'm seeing their accessory work for the first time, is they're just like jerking the pull down and pulling with everything but their lat. So if you are not like feeling it low on the rib cage, you're not touching your lat, and if you're not feeling it low on the rib cage, make sure that we're leading with scap depression, make sure we're pulling the chest high, make sure that we're not pulling it too low and dumping out of the lats, and you should be able to make them much more productive for what we're trying to accomplish. And the world's heaviest pec deck just opened up, so we're gonna jam on some single arm rears here, really refine that spread tension. Can definitely go up, but we'll get a couple in. Being aggressive. 35 kilos on this thing, which is really, really heavy, so wish me luck. You know, we might actually be able to go up again. Yeah, I think we'll go 45, which is going to be very heavy, so wish me luck once again. Really hoping it's not just glued to the bottom here. Can confirm is heavy. Yeah, that's heavy. And I'm gonna clear off the reverse hyper here because I want to do a stupid experiment that I have zero clue if it will actually work, because I haven't been doing hip flexors at the gym due to how busy all of the cables always are here, and I've been just doing them at home in the basement, which the setup kind of sucks. I don't have a ton of room and it's a little bit awkward. But I saw a reel where Buddy was using a reverse hyper to train his hip flexors, and I have no clue if this will work, if this will feel good. He had the strap on, not the roller. I don't have a hyper strap because I lost it in the move from Florida. I'm also not entirely sure how I'm going to get on this thing safely, but we're going to commit a little harder. We're going to give it a run. Oh. Foot fell out. Oh no. Can I get the other one in? Can I get the other one in? Can I get the other one in? I'm calling that a failed experiment. Felt promising, but I think I'll just wait for a cable to open up. And it looks like we might have just sniped her. Spud strap was over here too, so things are working out for us a-okay. Loading is exactly where I wanted to put it already, so am stoked. And the only problem is Miana's on the other side of the gym because she still has a lot of work left, so I won't have anyone to anchor me, but we'll be okay. Oh, that kind of hurt a little bit, so 0.1 for not Seth. But goal here is to anchor low back to the floor using abs, drive us in kind of like we want that posterior expansion when we're bracing for squats and deads, and then just pull knees up the chest. Oh, and this is confirming that I should do these on the floor more often versus standing at home. Because that was much harder than I wanted it to be. We'll chill for a little bit and take the last set. That was hard. Glad we did it. But yeah, today went exactly how it needed to go. And at the beginning, when I was kind of thinking about like how today could go, I really didn't think that having go perfectly would be the outcome. Like I thought that it'd probably end up somewhere around option 2 where we had to take her a little bit more conservatively than I wanted, just because of how the pack has felt the last couple of weeks, because my primary concern was not setting it back. And the fact that it went well today and like it felt better and better as we put more weight in the bar has me both very optimistic for the meet, but I know that if I stay on the prep work like I have been at home, it is going to feel even better than I did today on the platform, and that has me very excited. And like, even if the deadlift, last heavy pull, was a bit of an overshoot, and I will have to tone down my platform expectations a little bit there with how overshooting that 755 was, we're still in a way freaking better place than we were last meet prep. And all I got to do now, like I was talking to Joel a little bit earlier today, like all I got to do now is not make any stupid decisions on the platform, make sure that we're taking attempts that we know we're there, and we're going to hit another PR total, which is the name of the game. And like, yes, the total PR might not be as big as I was thinking it could be midway through this meet prep. But the thing is midway through this meet prep, I got greedy on squat, I got greedy on bench, and I pissed off the pec and I pissed off the knee. And when that happened, like, it wasn't looking very good. It wasn't looking like it could be a good day. But the point I'm trying to make is, if you do screw up in a meet prep, it's not the end of the world. It's not a reason to quit. It's not a reason to pull out. Your job then becomes to make it as good as possible. And even if it isn't as good as maybe I want to believe it could have been had I not screwed up, we're still set up for a good day. And for that, I am extremely grateful and extremely stoked to share the process, mistakes and all. And I guess on that note, like, we still got more vlogs before the meet day. I wanted to say, like, I'll see you guys on the platform, but we still got the taper to go through. But I am much more confident after today than I was at the start of this last heavy week. And I'm going to try to take that and turn it into making taper as productive as possible. Make sure that we're smashing the shit out of everything light. And that should set us up to have a really fun day. And I'm looking forward to getting to Florida. Looking forward to seeing all my friends down there. Looking forward to seeing Keelan again because he's coming over for the meet as well. And yeah, it'll be a good time. So thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good night. And I will see you in the team.